Alrighty, so today we are making ham and bean soup. From my split pea soup recipe, I had a ton of ham left over, and I already had a good stockpile of beans, and so I'm stocking up my pantry with some soups for winter, and my goal is to only have to replenish like beans or meat and stuff during the winter, but have my soup already done. So in here I have at the bottom 4 pounds of navy beans, and I rinsed them and then stuck them in my 20-quart stock pot. I covered them 2 inches with water, and I brought them to a boil for 2 minutes and then turned the heat off, put the lid on, and let them sit for an hour, and then drained them. Now it says after that to bring it back up to a boil with new water covering to 2 inches, and then we're going to let it simmer for a couple hours with the rest of our ingredients. So what I have, because mine's going to be slightly different since we're not using all water. Actually, we're not technically going to use water at all. I have on top of my beans 6 cups of cubed ham, and then I also have right here, it still has more ham in it, but I'm trying to go by the recipe, so I may not add all the ham and I'll just use it for something else. But this is a nice rich ham broth, or ham stock, that's from the ham hocks that I had left over. So it simmered for a few hours this morning, so it is a nice rich broth, and I'm going to use that in my soup, and then I'm going to fill it the rest of the way with chicken stock instead of just water. And so I'm going to get that going, and then I'm also going to get my onions going. It calls for per recipe, it's a half a cup or a medium onion. So since I have 4 pounds in here, I'm going to put 4 medium onions chopped in my pot. So I will bring you back here in just Alright, so I have my onions in there, and whew, they are some strong ones. Now I'm not going to add any salt right now because there is a lot of salt in the ham. I am going to add pepper, and I'm going to add a couple bay leaves, and then I'm going to bring it up to a boil and then reduce the heat and let it simmer for a couple hours. Let all the flavors meld together, and then cover. I am going to cover it because I don't want it to thicken too much since we are canning it. And I'll taste it before I can it up and see if it needs any salt. But I doubt it will, because I did use a chicken stock base. So, oh, there's a carrot. There's a rogue carrot. I did the ham when I did my split pea soup. And alright, trying to get you to see. I have my big pot on my counter, and so I have no space to put the camera on my counter. But I have my Presto canner heating up. I have hot jars. I actually still have hot water in these quart-sized jars. Since we are doing quarts, it is going to be an hour-and-a-half cook time at 10 pounds of pressure for my altitude. Since I put bay leaves in, I do need to grab those out. This went for probably 2.5 hours, and the beans are done, which was the main goal. The onions are soft, and everything just looks delicious. I did add 2 more quarts of chicken stock because I thought it was a little too thick for canning. And now I'm just going to show you how I do it. So I give it a good stir because I want the ham to be distributed properly. I don't want all my ham in one jar. And the way, oop, lost a ham. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to fill my jar, maybe this full. Let me show you. So I filled it about that full, and now I'm going to put the liquid from the pot in. And I'm holding a kid, so I can't hold both things. And the twins just had a birthday. They are 2. They turned 2 yesterday, and they got a play set, a playhouse, and they have been playing in it since yesterday when my husband put it together. It was supposed to go outside at my grandparents', but he couldn't help himself. He had to put it together inside our tiny house. Oh, it's so bad. But they love it, so it's all worth it. Alright, so that is what it looks like with the liquid in. Gonna debubble, wipe the rim of my jar with some vinegar, and we are at an inch of headspace. Make sure that you have your inch of headspace. And does that not look delicious? And it sure tastes delicious with the ham broth and then the chicken stock that I put in. It is going to be so good with some cornbread during the winter time. A quick meal for me and the kids. Or I can open up a couple quarts and I can have it for the whole family. So I will see you guys back in a little bit. Alrighty, so it is the next day, and this is how much I got out of that big pot of bean soup. 9 quarts. I actually had 10 quarts, but one of them lost pretty much all their liquid because when it came out of the jar, the liquid line was right here, right level with the beans. So I did end up just eating that for dinner, and it was delicious. It did not eat anything but some cornbread, which I did not have, but that was okay. It was still good, so I am very happy with the way that these turned out, and it is going to be an awesome thing to have on my shelf for a quick fast food type meal. And I know exactly what is in it, I know how it was made, and I know it's delicious. So I hope that you enjoyed this canning video, and I hope that you come back because I will be doing tons more canning and more recipes, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.